Well, hello, and welcome to We're All Fine, the podcast that provides unsolicited advice from two totally unqualified people. I am one of your hosts, Holly, and this is my co-host,
Carly.
And we have some more fantastic unsolicited advice for some real out there questions.
Yeah. I just appreciate that people are as strange as they are.
I think it makes me feel like I'm doing okay. Like I'm doing all right. And not to say, that like I'm in a better place. It's just to say that it makes me feel normal because my problems are not so out there.
Right. I mean, that's why I watch reality TV, because I don't actually watching someone's actual demise in their life fall apart. But do I love watching people that are paid obscene amounts of money to be obnoxious, having pretend problems in public over brunch? Yeah, I do. Yeah. I do, because I have never, ever thrown a wine glass across the table. Yet. I mean, when my tax bracket allows it, I'm gonna do it.
It could still be box wine.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing, is if for some reason I did that and the person across the table from me didn't like it, I would struggle to pay attorney fees. However, when you have enough money, fines and stuff like that, that's just how much you pay for it. Like when people park in places that they aren't supposed to because they afford it, and they're like, no, it's fine, I'll just pay the $150. It's the same thing. So when my tax bracket allows it, I'm gonna Lisa Rinna the shit out of this.
I love that. Or find really dumb reasons to throw the wine with someone you care about.
Right.
Like, You motherfucker, did you just use the salad fork on your steak? Wine everywhere.
Oh, that's gonna be good. I mean, it just sounds nice. It just sounds, or having a confessional.
God, yes.
Do you know how much fun that would be?
Carly, isn't that what this is?
Oh, shit. Yeah, it kind of is. No wonder my husband is excited yet also nervous when every episode comes out. You're welcome. But speaking of couples, and it could be worse.
Oh, yeah, because we do need that.
You could be sitting at home with your loved one, just enjoying a night together in the warmth of your home, and your hilarious husband says a joke, and all of a sudden you hear a laugh that you shouldn't hear in your house because it's a burglar hiding in your closet.
Yep. Stop it.
True story.
Stop it.
True story. A couple was at home, and they were enjoying a nice night. They were over at dinner, drinking wine together. All of this feels like it's coming pretty full circle. And then all of a sudden, the husband cracked a joke that was hilarious. And as the husband and wife are laughing together, they hear laughing coming from a closet in their hallway. And so somehow they got out, called 911. They left that part out, which I think actually would be very interesting. And then cops came and pulled the guy out of the closet. So you could either be the burglar whose sense of humor is so wonderful that you end up getting caught and you can't rob someone, or you can be a couple and the safety of your home is completely ruined because of someone in your closet.
God, I have two really strong thoughts here. One, I don't know how they got out of there without absolutely peeing their pants, because that would be my first thought. If someone laughs in the house that is not supposed to be there, I would straight pee my pants.
100%.
I mean, you remember I told you that getting broken in, and when I hear someone downstairs in my house say to my dog, "Don't you bark at me," and that's not a voice that's supposed to be there, I did almost pee my pants. It would be so much worse if I'm having a glass of wine with my husband, we tell a joke, and then like, ha 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 ha. Yep, nope, that'd be it.
Right.
My other strong thought is, what was so funny? What was this joke that was so good that this guy straight gave up where he was, like couldn't not say it. You know what I mean? Like, could not laugh.
Right. Which I hope is a warning or a reminder for all of our listeners that beauty fades Humor is safety. If your husband, if you can find a funny dude, you're clearly going to be safer. It's like having a home security system, just with his giggles and his funny jokes. So I feel safer now. I don't know if my husband could beat up a burglar, but he could probably sniff one out because he's really cute.
Oh, God. That is just going to bug me for the rest of the night. What was the joke? What was the joke that was so funny? I'm not going to be able to stop thinking about that all night long. And now I'm going to gauge everything that Chad says based on that. Like, that's going to be the scale. Like, is what you said so funny that it would make a burglar give himself up? Then no, it's not really. That's not a good joke.
Right. Could this lure a bad guy out of our linen closet? No. Don't expect me to laugh at it, husband. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Little did I know.
That's the new bar. Thank you. That's the new bar.
I love that. But yeah, so it could be worse because you don't, hopefully, have a burglar hiding in your closet.
Now I want to also go check all the closets in my house. God damn it, Carly.
I'm sorry. All of mine are full of things. So my family doesn't believe in organization. They believe in like shove it and close it. So I don't think anyone could get in any of ours. So,
well, all right.
Safety first.
And that's where
my motto.
Safety first. Clutter and safety first. I like where your brain is. All right. Let's give some really good advice right now because I feel like a little bit of a failure. Because I almost peed myself.
That's a safety thing too, but that's for another day.
Okay, make me feel like a better human being. Let's do some advice, shall we?
I'm ready.
All right. So today we're gonna focus a little bit on challenging relationships or even past relationships. Yeah. All right. So here is our question. To start with, here we go.
Ready?
Can you actually be friends with an ex? After not seeing each other for 6+ months, I went out to dinner with my ex-boyfriend tonight. We broke up in March this year after 6 years together because we realized we had both changed and wanted different things out of life. Changed views on having kids, neither of us wanted to sacrifice our careers for the other. Big life shit. It's been really hard, but it was a super amicable but painful breakup. It was really good to see him tonight and hear about what's been happening in his life because we used to be such a big part of one another's lives. But it left me wondering, can we actually be friends? What are the right boundaries to have with an ex? So, okay. I actually had a friend who had a really similar issue to this, that they broke up because of existential life differences, right?
Mm-hmm.
But still really cared about the other one as a person, was still very sexually attracted to the other person, but just like couldn't have a long-term relationship with this person. Like their major philosophies were super, counterintuitive. So it was terrible. It was awful. It tore the two of them up because even though they knew that realistically they couldn't be together, they still wanted to be together, and there was enough stuff there that made them think they could make it work, but they could.
Yeah, so that helps me with my answer because my answer is no. I don't think so. Like, it's not a friend if you want to fuck. So I'm out. Like, that is no, or deep romantic feeling. Like, I respect people that actually are capable of sitting down with each other and saying, hey, I actually don't think this relationship is viable long term because of super core value. Being willing to sit down with someone and say, hey, I love you and you deserve to have happiness in the world and you deserve to have all of these things, and so do I. I think that's awesome. Because before I met my husband, I'd be like, oh my God, we have nothing in common and you want none of the same things I do. And you're also probably never going to move past thinking that your little, like, Honda Civic is the shit because you put silver rims on. I don't know. I dated douchebags. We had nothing in common. There was never anything. And so I always these relationships were not going to be long term, but I still fucking did it. And so I didn't respect their time. I clearly didn't respect mine. So being mature enough to say, hey, these are the things I want in life and I'm not willing to settle, super fucking primo shit. So cool. And
Can we back up just a little bit?
yeah.
Because I want you to know that I value what you're saying right now. I really like this very introspective, sensitive point of view. But I do want to back it up a little bit and tell you that I think that you should write a book and its name should be You Can't Be Friends If You Want to Fuck. I was really stuck on that when you said it before, and I feel like that needs to be the name of your next book, because I would buy that book.
No,
and
good.
It's
I'll
really
start
like you don't
reading it.
even have to have a lot of chapters. It's just really, I mean, it's really the first chapter is really the title of the book.
Right.
And then
It's more of a coffee table book, if we're being honest. Maybe I can find a good
Right.
illustrator for it to really break it down. But a friend
Yeah.
is someone that you like spending time with that you don't want to see their genital. When you go to the level of, I want to see what you're packing, they're no longer a friend, therefore it's not a friendship. I don't think so. I don't know, unless, okay, but big pause here. I'm going to say this is coming from a monogamous mindset. I think that does actually play a
Okay.
role into this, because I know many people that enjoy fucking their friends and enjoy sleeping with their friends, and their partner is totally cool with it. I think it's awesome if you're single and you can stay friends with your exes because you don't have anybody else's feelings to deal with. But if you are in a monogamous relationship and you still have feelings of sexual desire or romantic inclination, I don't think that's the right word, but like romantic anything towards someone, and you have agreed on a monogamous relationship, it is disrespectful.
I think the easiest way to put that into a visual is, let's bring some science in. Let's make a little Venn diagram, if we will. So in this circle is appreciating someone's personality and having trust with them. Okay, that's in this circle. And then in the other circle is wanting to see their genitals. Let's just go ahead and say that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Either one of those can happen in a monogamous relationship. So you can be in a monogamous relationship and have someone else in your life who you go, man, that person's real hot. Okay.
Yep.
Or you go, I really respect this person and I love their personality. But where those two circles cross, where you want to see their genitals and you really have this like deep trust and friendship and respect their personality, love their personality, that cross, that's where it gets dicey. Because that's the slippery slope into emotional cheating, right? Is that the term?
Yes, emotional cheating. I want you to know that was the most helpful Venn diagram I have seen thus far.
Oh,
Bill Nye has nothing on you, friend. Like, you scienced the shit out of that.
thank you.
I'm very impressed because, yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Because there are lots of people I want to see their genitals.
All right.
I don't build and nurture a relationship with them because my partner doesn't want me to see their genitals. So,
right. All of this is a moot point. If you are in a ethically non-monogamous relationship, if you are poly, like all of those things, that is not, then none of this falls into it. But if you are in a monogamous relationship, plus think about the other partner. So like say that this person writing this question, she goes off to date someone else, right? And now that guy's like, so your ex, who you were going to spend the rest of your life with, but you guys realized you didn't want kids. And you guys you slept together a lot. and you also loved each other, and nothing stopped that except a difference of opinion. Yeah, no, that's totally fine. You guys hang out.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, because every rom-com I've ever seen has told me that she's going to end up with the ex-boyfriend again. Like, here's a new boyfriend at sister's wedding. Oh, no. Like, oh, you are supposed to be with the ex-boyfriend. Get out of here, Luke Wilson. It's not a thing. And even with, I'm even going to say this, and maybe I could be wrong. People can correct me. But I also think it's really important to have a break after a relationship where you don't just jump right into friendship with that person. Because all of those lingering feelings are there, so it's not actually a true blue friendship still. And it's not
Truth.
like the motive, the intention might be good, but the actual mental toll or emotional toll it can take on you, whether you're poly or not, I think, or non-monogamous, I think can be really intense. I'm someone where when we break up, we're all done. I don't want to be your friend. But I've never actually liked any of the people I've dated before or been in relationships with. So it was really easy for me. So I can't say I'm an expert on it. My husband now, I would love to say that we could be friends, but I'd probably be too busy hiding in his bushes and ruining any potential relationship he could have.
Listening in his closet for a really good joke that his new girlfriend tells. See,
and that's
I'm the other side of it. Carly, pretty much every single one of my exes, and I'm talking from high school through college and all the way through before I met my husband, we're all friends on Facebook. Yeah.
I didn't even add them on. I dated a guy for a year and a half. He was never even on my Facebook.
Nope. I've got, gosh, I think there might be one or two that are not, but I'm like 99% sure I've got just about everybody who's a friend on Facebook, and most of them wish me happy birthday every year.
What?
Yeah. And vice versa. Every now and then we go back and forth, like each other's posts. It's not a regular thing. It'll be like once every 2 years or something. Like one of our, posts ends up in the other person's feed. Totally friendly, but not really engaged in any way. But friendly, not friends. Friendly.
Right. Harmless. It truly is harmless. There is a huge difference, and I think that's awesome. Like I said, I didn't have a like or a respect for any of the people I've once dated, so cutting them out completely is very easy for me. I don't know how to live in a world where you leave a relationship and you're still like, man, they are a really good person. Nope, that didn't happen. I probably didn't even believe that in the beginning. But my husband, I think he's an incredible human being, and I truly would love to believe that we could be amicable, but I'm going to stay in this relationship out of spite. Like, you are not divorcing me, and then some 20-something comes up and laughs at your funny burglar joke, and then you get an ego stroke. I don't think so. You are with me. I will be crusty and crotchety, and you will be grateful. I will not. Nope. Mm-mm.
I think you just developed the perfect anniversary card. Like, happy anniversary. I'm in this out of spite.
Purely.
Love you.
Yeah, right now I still love him, but if that ever goes bad, buckle up, Buttercup. We said till death do us part, and I plan on being buried together too. So tell your new bitch that. Is there gonna Yeah. So
all right, well, let's talk about exes. I've got a new one for you. Ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. A few years ago, my mom briefly dated this guy. Let's call him Chris. It never got serious or anything, and after a few months, my mom broke things off with him because she said he's a good guy, but the feelings just were not there. My mom is in her 50s, and he is in his 40s. They stayed friends, and he even helps my mom out with a part of her business, so he's around a lot. Oh, you see where this is going?
Uh-huh.
This year, I moved back home after graduating, and I've gotten to know Chris better. He is sweet, funny, handsome, and we have a lot in common. But the fact that he is a lot older than me, I'm 22, and he dated my mom, made me keep a distance.
Mm-hmm.
But recently, he texted me to ask me out to coffee. I'm not sure if it was meant like a date, but I think it is. I want to say yes, and part of me thinks it should be fine since he was not serious with my mom and she was the one to dump him. Should I go for it?
Did they sleep together?
Ooh.
Because that's the answer. You cannot bang someone that banged your mom. Nope.
Well,
Out.
it says after a few months, my mom broke things off. After a few months. So I'm going to guess sleeping together happened.
Yeah, unless she's a real lady. A real real Southern belle, maybe. I don't know. No, do not. Ew, gross. Ew, gross. Ew, gross. No, stop it. Wasn't there a Jack Nicholson movie about this with like Jennifer Aniston and somebody?
Oh, yeah. Something's Gotta Give.
Yeah.
Is that it? I think that was
so.
it. Yeah.
And that is gross. Like you cannot watch that movie and tell me that you were rooting for a single one of those relationships. I don't care. No. I don't ever want my partner to ever have this thought of like, and this is probably terrible and we can cut this out, but just like real talk for a minute. I could not handle being with a partner that could compare the sexual performance of me and my mom. Out.
Oh my God, I didn't even think about that.
Right. That's where my head went.
Oh my God. Woof.
Like, no, thank you. Ew.
Oh my God. No, that's terrible.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
There's no win. I don't care how nice he is, how wonderful he is. Hope that him and your mom get back together then if you think he's so super, because you should want happiness for your mother as long as you guys like had a healthy relationship and stuff like that. But no, I'm out. I don't know. I can't even look at the other side of this. A few times in my life do I reject something, but I am like stop signed like a crosswalker that had too much coffee. No.
See, I don't think I'd ever want my parents to have seen my partner naked.
Yeah.
Now, I have a little bit of a caveat to that because my husband, before we were married and dating, had a habit of like mooning people because I don't know, he thought it was funny, and he mooned my parents pretty early on in our relationship. I don't know if he was like testing the waters or whatever. So my parents have seen my husband's ass, and there's nothing. I don't know. I guess that was going to happen, but I don't. Clearly, it didn't affect our relationship in any way.
Yeah, I could handle that. Like a butt is a butt, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that's it. I don't think that would have gone over well. Besides, how do you do Thanksgiving dinner? Like, there's gonna always be some really uncomfortable thing of, well, Mom, he's staying over tonight. Can he go ahead and grab his overnight bag from your room and put it over in mine?
For real. Or if you guys like are on the date and he tells you a story about a woman that he used to date and he doesn't, and her family, and sitting across from that family that is your family that he is talking about, right? Because how many times have you been like, oh yeah, I used to date this person, or I knew this person, and they had a crazy Aunt Lisa, and Aunt Lisa babysat you your entire childhood, and he forgets to put the pieces together. No. No. Mm-mm.
Or like, what about a weird comment where you're like, oh yeah, I'm on my period, and he's like, you and your mom's cycles are the same.
No.
Nope.
Don't you do it. Or what if he asks her to like make a recipe? Oh, do you know how to make those cookies that your mom makes? They're so good. All of this is not out of the realm of possibility.
No, the person I am with should know nothing about my mother's cookies. Those cookies are private cookies for her and her partner. I want zero comparison with my mom's cookies. Nope.
Oh, yes.
No. Nobody that I am with should ever have any familiarity with any of my immediate family's cookies. You should know nothing. None of my sister's cookies, not of my aunt's cookies. Nope.
not even distant relatives or
You
family
should have
friends.
zero knowledge of the secret sauce from my family. Any branch.
The secret family recipe, you just don't know it. You don't get to.
Nope. You get your cooking from me and me only.
Period. Yeah,
Done.
no. I'm a solid no on this.
That's a no. There's no other way to look at it. I think
Nope.
we just killed that one. Ooh, I need some cleansing. Let's go to our affirmation for today. You ready?
Yeah. I've never been more ready.
All right. Here we go. Asking for help is a sign of self-respect and self-awareness. Asking for help is a sign of self-respect and self-awareness. You see? That's why that chick asked before she went on the date with that guy, because she has self-respect. Minimal self-awareness, but I think some self-awareness. Yeah, feels good.
Yeah. I just hope that she didn't do it. See, you're gonna think about the joke all night. I want to think about that situation. So this is good. Self-awareness, self-respect, ask for help.
Okay. Happy thoughts. Friends, if you haven't checked it out, we're on YouTube now. That's right. I know. Crazy. Not full episodes, but you can check out some clips of our talks, some extra stuff that you may not get in our episodes. So I encourage you to go check it out on YouTube. It's We're All Fine Podcast. Is that right, Carlin?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Yeah,
spelled
okay.
correctly. Look at
that. It's also, we're at We're All Fine Podcast on Instagram and Facebook. And of course, you can always send us your questions to We're All Fine Podcast at Gmail. We would love that. You can DM us on any of the social media platforms. We'd love to hear from you and maybe get you some advice.
Yep. You can always stay anonymous,
or you can tell us exactly who you are and let the rest of the world know.
Yeah. Be proud, because remember, asking for help. Self-awareness, self-respect. See, Holly just taught us that. Thanks, Holly.
You're welcome. Share your cookies with the world. All right, friends, we love you.
Bye.